welcome to Hare the Rabbit podcast. We explore everything that is rabbit. We look at different rabbit breeds, history, superstition, pop culture, news, and more. I would like to thank you for joining me today, your host, Jeff Hittinger. I'm not an expert, I'm just curious about learning more about rabbits, just like you. Today, we are going to discuss the ALTEX rabbit. When I first encountered this breed, I guessed that it had been developed in Texas, and that was based on the name. But in fact, this was only partially correct. The ALTEX rabbit is currently an unrecognized breed in the United States. Although this is a relatively new breed and a commercial breed, many of the commercial breeds are still recognized breeds. Again, the ALTEX rabbit is a relatively new breed, produced for meat, and not recognized as a show rabbit. The name comes from, the Al comes from Alabama, and the Tex from Texas, and it's pronounced ALTEX. Much of the information I have about this breed is from a paper written by Stephen D. Lukefar, professor in the Department of Animal and Wildlife Sciences at Texas A&M University. We are going to cover the history of the ALTEX rabbit. Dr. Stephen Lukefar of Texas A&M University began creating this third terminal crossbreed in 1986, eventually calling it the ALTEX rabbit. This is a blending of Alabama and Texas, after the two states where he developed them. ALTEX is a commercial sire breed of rabbit that was first developed at Alabama A&M University and later at Texas A&M University. This was developed by Dr. Lukefar and his former students. Created as a commercial meat rabbit, the ALTEX gets its name from the two universities that helped create it, Alabama and Texas. The breeding project began in 1986 when a purebred Californian, Champagne d'Argent, and a Flemish Giant rabbits were obtained from commercial and fancy breeders from several states and received at Alabama A&M University, Huntsville. The Flemish Giant bucks were mated with the Champagne d'Argent and the Californian does to produce two first cross F1 lines. Bucks and does of both F1 lines were then crossed to produce a composite second cross F2 population. This resulted in all F2 rabbits being half Flemish Giant, quarter Champagne d'Argent, and quarter Californian. This breed composition was used to assemble genes from the three breeds for sire traits. They were looking for rapid and efficient body gains, high dressing percentage, and high meat-to-bone ratio. Many different coat colors appeared in this generation, and there was substantial variation in body size and type and growth rates among the friars. ALTEX breeding stock. The university is not in the breeding stock business, but rather has the mission of teaching students. They sold out of their last of their ALTEX stock to commercial breeders a few years ago, mostly so that they could have more cages available to initiate new projects. The goal was to create rabbits selected based on performance and for long bodies, large ears, non-dense fur, so that they could be more heat tolerant. The ALTEX was not selected to win blue ribbons on show tables. It is the product of the foundation breeds of Flemish Giant, Californian, and Argent de Champagne crossings. Commercial livestock producers often use sire and dam, fathers and mothers, breeds of recognized merit to produce crossbred offspring for market. The crossbreeds give more efficient performance and greater profits. In Europe, the sophisticated use of commercial sire and dam breeds to produce crossbred friar rabbits, young meat animals, is widely practiced. Major rabbit breeding companies exist which develop and sell parental hybrid lines to commercial producers for the purpose of crossbred friar production. In fact, the majority of chickens, beef calves, hogs, and lambs produced in the United States for meat are crossbred. The crossbreeds give more efficient performance and greater profits. For example, in swine, Yorkshire sows with breed strengths for larger litter size, high milk production, and excellent mothering ability are commonly mated to Duroc boars with breed strengths for rapid body gains, good feed conversion, minimal back fat, and lean carcasses. Such combination of breed strengths is referred to as breed complementation. The crossbred pigs will also express hybrid vigor, which is an additional benefit of crossbreeding. If you would like to email me, reach out at hareoftherabbit@gmail.com, or you can visit the website at hareoftherabbit.com. If you would like to support the podcast and keep the lights on, you can support us whenever you use Amazon through the link at the website on the Support the Podcast page. This will not cost you anything extra, and I cannot see who purchased what. You can also become a Fluffle fan supporter by donating through Patreon. And again, there's a link at thehareoftherabbitpodcast.com.